And now we're with Tomas Olivier, Director of Coaching Education for the West Virginia Soccer Association on the vlog. And Tomas, we're going to jump right into things and start talking about upcoming courses that we have scheduled coming up over the next few months.
Sounds good. Hi, Marcus and everybody else. Our coach education program is wrapping up here in 2022. We had a very good D course clinic last weekend, the first of a meeting of what will be many hours for those candidates. A quick reminder, the D course is the highest course that we offer here at the state level under the office of the U.S. Soccer Federation. So we had some new faces taking their D course, and we really spent a lot of time on this new play, practice, play methodology. You know, Marcus, one of the things that we've been trying to talk about and talk up, I should say, throughout the state with clubs and leagues is to get their coaches to give this new PPP, play, practice, play, a try. It's a new methodology that's about 3 years old under the auspices, again, of U.S. Soccer Federation. And the methodology is all about trying to give the players in the grassroots environment, kids who are U8, U10, U12, and U14 and older, you know, a really good, conducive environment to grow, to learn, to develop, and of course, to have fun. So we've had quite a bit of success going around the state the last few years. Of course, post-pandemic, our numbers have taken a dip. So we're trying in 2022 to get those numbers back up again. We have another course coming up at Shawnee Sports Complex in Dunbar this weekend. And we have an additional one in the Morgantown area in a couple weeks as well. So certainly with coaching education, I want to hammer on the fact that we're really excited about the +1 program. The first +1 course will be this weekend at Shawnee. And for those people that are not familiar, that is our initiative to get a much more enthusiasm, emphasis, and many more female coaches involved in the coaching community. Here's a news flash. We have good female coaches in West Virginia. We just got to get them involved, get them engaged, and get them with the club. So we're going to try to address that here. The first of what hopefully will be many +1 programs in the future at Shawnee this Sunday.
Yeah, we're excited. We've got 5 women that have signed up for the course, and actually, we kind of opened it up. We decided to not necessarily just look for current collegiate soccer players, but also look for any woman that's interested in starting their coaching journey and moving up through the ranks. And we have colleges represented, women's soccer teams represented, West Virginia State University, West Virginia Wesleyan College, WVU Tech, Bluefield State College. So we're pretty excited for that coming up here this weekend. And, you know, and Tomas, you're so right about the play, practice, play. Talking to, we've had Gerard Jones on, who, you know, UEFA A licensed coach, and he's coached with U.S. Soccer Federation. And I mean, he just really just firmly believes in that and has praised it up and down of how much of a difference it could be in your training sessions. It's amazing.
Absolutely. It's what we call experiential in nature. So we want the game to be the experience that would be the conduit for the players to enjoy themselves, to get better, to develop, and in training to try things. And an unstructured environment pairs well with a structured environment with training for allowing players to do just that.
Excellent. Also, too, we're going to talk a little bit about TOPSoccer. We have a couple of things going on. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
We do. Thanks to Judy Green, our TOPSoccer administrator and guru that has been around in our state for many, many years. She secured a grant for our state. So we are going to do an online webinar training here in a couple of weeks. I'm sure Marcus will get the information out to clubs that have either shut down or kind of gone dormant for the last few years because of the pandemic. Now they're ready to get it back moving again. So we're going to do an in-person training. USU Soccer, TOPSoccer National Program requires that we do a yearly refresher, if you will. And more importantly, I'm happy to announce there are 2 new clubs and 2 new leagues around the state that want to start a TOPSoccer. So we're excited about that. I will hopefully meet one of them this weekend at our AGM in Huntington, and then speak with another one who is a little bit further out and can't make the AGM via a remote process. But we're looking forward to that webinar at the end of the month.
Yeah, we'll make sure to have it out on all of our social media platforms as well as our website. We've got it scheduled, and just trying to get through the Hall of Fame here this weekend and everything that goes along with it before we start advertising that. But we'll definitely make sure. So if you're interested in having a TOPSoccer program in your community, I tell you, Tomas, I went to the one just a few years ago in Huntington, and it was the most humbling experience and most joyful experience I've ever seen in soccer. It was just such the purest level of the game, and honestly, the way that it should be.
It really is. And, athletes are athletes. And some of them may not be mainstream, quote unquote, but they're still athletes. So having the buddies work in an adaptive program with kids, and kids are happy when they score goals. It doesn't matter what walk of life they come through, or whether they are considered, again, mainstream or adaptive soccer players. So, Melissa Price did a great job back in the day, and then the Brewsters and now Blaine Stoll, in that Huntington and Charleston program, the same way that Brian Yoho does a great job in Marshall County. So we have really key individuals around the state that are committed to including everybody in playing soccer. And that's what TOPSoccer is about. It's inclusion. And that's what the beautiful game should be about.
Yeah, we've got a lot of passionate people in regards to that, which is great to see. All right,
Yes.
Tomas. Well, we got a lot going on, and we'll talk to you again next month.
Sounds good. Thanks, Marcus. Take care.